It's September! The hunting seasons are open! And the first season of the year, dove season. So I got my shotgun, I got a box of shells. I'm gonna go dove hunting on a beautiful September day. It's actually September 2nd. It is 70 degrees, clear blue skies. Boy, there's just a hint of a breeze out of the north. Oh, beautiful day. Let's go dove hunting. But first, I already did a little bit of hunting this morning. But we're going to release this. About 4:30 this morning, I woke up to the sound of the blind, the cords in my bedroom, the blind cords, rattling. Windows were open, so at first I thought the wind's blowing. Because when the wind blows, those cords rattle a little bit. However, the wind wasn't blowing this morning, and I realized I am not alone. That's not a good thing. And what we have here is can we see him in there? We have ourselves a bat. And get him pulled out here. I got the big thick leather gloves here, because I definitely don't want him to bite me, and I don't think he could bite through. Let's see, come on. There he is. Now there's a number of species of bats in South Dakota. I'm not exactly sure what species this is. I'm guessing he's a brown bat. And I don't know if it's a little brown bat or a big brown bat, because there are two separate species of that name. So I don't really want him flying around in my bedroom. We get to see a close up here. There we go. Yeah. So I'm not exactly what species he is. Oh, 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 oh. Don't bite me. If you bite me, we are both in trouble. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. He landed in a cedar tree over here. So, we got the release on video, didn't we? I'm going to walk over there and see if I can see him in that tree. He landed in this cedar. I seen him landing here, but I don't see him. I don't see him. So that's good. He's well hidden in there. That's what we want. Because I'm sure he was a little disoriented from taking a ride in the pickup. And being it's nice and sunny out. So he's well hidden in this cedar, so we don't have to worry about any predators getting him until he settles in tonight. And I'm sure there's other bats around, so I'm sure you'll find some little bat friends at some point. But yeah, so we released one out in the wild, better than in my bedroom. So now let's go hunting. And if you're curious on how in the world I caught a bat, fishing net. Grandpa's old fishing net is what I used. Caught him right out of the air with this. He went right into it. So, so that's how I was able to catch it. He went in, got tangled up in there. Of course, he was no worse for wear because he flew away. He was okay. But yeah, he came untangled pretty easily when I got him in the bucket. So that's how I caught a bat in my bedroom. Fishing net. There's a tip for you. If you ever have bats in your bedroom, grab the fishing net and catch them. Quick overview of my setup. 12 gauge Remington 870 Express. I'm using Winchester 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch 6-shot. And for the filming purposes, I got my GoPro mounted right to the barrel. It's not the best scenario, but I still can sight down the barrel. I can still sight down the barrel through here. So we're gonna try it, see how it works. I did a little bit of filming like this last year and it worked. So hopefully it'll work again this year. Probably seen a couple. Oh for 1. Well, at least I got a shot. We'll continue on. This has been a good spot for me in the past. It seems like I've seen numerous doves here because we're right along the river and it's sandy down here. So but I'm sure there's nothing else right in the area, so we'll walk down the bank a ways and see if we can see some more. I got one. He landed in the water. Good thing the wind's pushing it this way. We'll have to find a way down. I think we can get down over here. It ain't easy getting down this cliff. Before I go down there, let's get that out. Just in case we see another one. Okay. Careful across these rocks. Okay. Now let's see if we can find him. I thought he was right here. He wasn't this far down. Uh-oh. Because he was right on the edge. And the wind's coming this direction, so there he is. First dove of the year. Set him up here. We'll get my camera changed here. First dove of the year, and he was just right on the edge there, and see, he's dripping wet, so he went down in the river. But what I'm doing is I'm walking the bank up above here, and I'm circling around, and then I'll come up to the edge and look down over the tops of all this stuff, the gravel, the rock, and of course we got the river right behind the camera. So the doves like to sit in here, pick gravel, and that's where I'm finding them. And it's way easier when you're walking and flushing to do it this way than in fields or in trees or something like that. It's just you peek over the edge, and like this particular one, I actually seen him before he even flew, so I knew he was there. So yeah, and then when he flushed, I got him. Hopefully it picked up on video. It's hard with the with this camera because it doesn't have a zoom or anything on it, but yeah, first one of the year. Good start. 2 shots, 1 dove, 50%, not bad. Miss. 1 out of 3. I was walking up to the edge over here, and I seen this one coming right at me. He was out over this field, which in hindsight, looking at that field, I probably shouldn't have shot anyway, because if he would have, if I would have got it, I probably wouldn't have found it. They're hard to spot. So all right, well, we'll continue on, see if we can get a shot at another one. How in the world did I miss that? Jeez. So close. Miss. Dang. Well, at least I'm getting some shooting in. Can't hit anything, but I'm getting some shooting in back here. Number 2. I took my camera mount off the shotgun, and I finally got another shot. And yeah, I'm 1 for 1 without the camera weighing the shotgun down. So I've already used most of the GoPro battery anyway. So I think for the rest of the hunt, I'm going to try it without the GoPro mounted to the gun and see if we can get a couple more. I know it isn't as exciting as getting the actual kill shot on video, but it might have to be this way. We'll see. We'll walk down the line a ways further, and if I can get 1 or 2 more, then maybe we'll put the GoPro back on the gun on my way back, just to try to get another one on video. But there we go, number 2. Just taking a break under a tree in a nice shady spot here. I saw a deer, a gray heron, and a golden eagle. All right here from sitting under this tree. They're all back here in the back end of this bay. And I did just shoot a dove just up the line a ways, which that's even more surprising because I did shoot back here. Because the last dove I got wasn't that far away to have all this wildlife just kind of hanging out back here. So I like it. I like it. Well, they've moved off, so I'm going to continue on and see if we can get another dove. Yeah. Look at that. Shed antler, 4-point. Sneak up, get a close-up of it. Probably from last winter. Been laying out here for a few months, but yeah, that's a nice one. That's always good to see, because we are on public ground. So yeah, nice public ground buck right there. And this year, he's going to be just a little bit bigger. Like, was I ever in the screen? I got one though. If I walked out of the shot, well, you probably heard the shot. So yeah, nice. And we got the camera set up on the tripod rather than on the shotgun, so now I'm 2 for 2 with just the shotgun without the camera. So yeah, we like that. We like that. We'll bag him up and continue on. I could have swore I seen one land right over here. But I sure don't see it. Where he went. That's where he went. Well, we started with the miss. We may as well end with the miss. That was about the same spot where I missed the first one. Okay, I give up. I'm throwing in the towel. I need a soda pop. Well, I made it back to the pickup. It's the GoPro. Shotgun. Unload that. Here we go. Ugh. Now the much needed. Ugh. I ran out of water a while ago, and it's actually pretty warm out. It's a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be. Let's see. We got the doves. We got it. Well, this only says 83. Sure feels like it's warmer than 83. But I am walking around right out in the sun, so I am going to have a pop, and really need to get these 3 taken care of. This is the first one I got. That's been a while. It's been a while, so we got to get these 3 taken care of and get them in the cooler. So there wasn't a lot of doves around today, but there was definitely enough around where I got some shooting in. Obviously, you seen me miss quite a few times. Got 3, but I didn't actually see as many as I have, well, I should say last year here. So, but it is still very early in the season. So if it gets cold up north and pushes more down this way, it should be good. It should be good. So with that, I am going to wrap it up on this one, and we will pick it up next time.